We're good. We're good. About 30 minutes late, but we're here. Whew. Wow. Alright. So, it's time for the Toon Squad number 7, everyone. Whoa! Okay, let's make sure that we're okay. That's actually... Oh, that's working. That's working fine. Okay. Hello, everyone. Let's see here. Ah! Karen is here. Hello, Karen. I'm really sorry about being 30 minutes late. It was actually... I really wanted to get Nestor's birthday video up on the channel before the start of the live stream. So hopefully people didn't give up and leave. But yeah, it's time for the Toon Squad. Usually it takes a few minutes for people to get here. So tell me, Karen, what do you think? You know, I've made it up to 487 subscribers as of this moment. 487. So all the collabs that I did over this week has really shot things way up. So that really paid off. It's been awesome. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow we're going out with the Yankee in the South again. So that's good. Yeah, that's what I was up to. Yeah, I was editing, and anyway. Yeah, we're actually getting close to 500 subs now. So there. Oh, we got another person in here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Don't worry, I got some things planned for the rest of the vlog, or the live stream, guys. We've got some weird food to try. It's gonna be a regular try weird stuff kind of thing. Hello, Kimmy. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, okay, yes. Please do that. That'd be great. Let them know. But yeah, you know, I was waiting for Nestor's birthday video to completely upload so I could preview it a little bit and make sure it was okay before I started the live stream. And before I could even view it myself, it already had like 7 views on it. So I'm starting to realize Nestor is the true star of the show. He's the real star of the channel. We all know what this channel's really about. It's about Nestor. I like Nestor. That bratty little cat. So, anybody coming in, don't be shy. Speak right up. Let me know how you found out about Ashtoon's vlog, if you've been here before. And yeah, make yourself heard. Let's get into it. Hello, Cammy. I don't believe I've seen Cammy before, so Cammy is probably a new subscriber. A lot of people that came over from NTL like live streams because that's about half of what he does is live streams. So I imagine I'm probably going to get a few NTL people to come into the live stream, and so welcome. Yes, thank you. The Ruby Falls video was amazing, really, to experience that. And then I went to my parents' house and was telling them how much I enjoyed Ruby Falls. And they said, well, we brought you there when you were like, 8 years old. And I just didn't remember it. We did a lot of family vacations when I was growing up. That's part of what put the wandering spirit into me. It made me love travel as much as I do and wanted to make that part of my living. Because we were big on the family vacations. We liked to travel. Even now, even now, my parents just about every day that they have off, they like to get out. They get out and go do something. And if they've got a weekend that's got an extra day on it, like Labor Day weekend where you normally get Monday off too, man, they get in the camper and go. they're gonna go camp somewhere. Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Jim P Animation. Yes, go ahead and ask your question. That is a tactic I have seen used a lot, and I have actually used it too. A lot. When I'm working at fairs and stuff like that. But I hesitate to do it myself at festivals and stuff like that. Um, Partly because everything is kind of close, a little more. The crowd is smaller. Let's just say the crowd is smaller, and so the chances are greater that people that have gotten drawings will see each other, and or they'll be part of the same group or something like that. And if one of them finds out that they paid full price, and the other one paid half the price, there's a chance they'll come back and say, "Why did you give them half price? Did I just look like I could afford more?" And there are some conflicts that happen, things like that, when you've got a smaller group, a smaller, more knit group, like a festival, will do that. Um, Sometimes a good tactic to do is to put up something that says early bird special, and you put that up for the first 3 or 4 hours, and that way, if somebody says, "Well, they paid half price," I'm like, they were here in the first 3 hours. I can always do that. Um, and I mean, that's a tactic I've used sometimes. But to be honest with you, if I'm tired, because that's going to be extra work for less money. If I'm really tired, then I don't put up the sell thing. That's just a personal preference. So it's always that kind of thing. But yes, that is a tactic. A lot of the fairs, when I'm working commission and I just really need to get some numbers going, I need to get something started, I'll put up the half off or the early bird special sign, and I'll get things moving. I lived in East Tennessee my whole childhood and always saw the burns with Ruby Falls on them, but never got to go. Oh, the barns. Yes, that's right. It seems like a lot of people that actually live close to a tourist destination hardly ever go to them. There's people that live in Atlanta their whole life and never go to Six Flags, or never go to the Coca-Cola Museum or the CNN Center or the Georgia Aquarium. They just don't. And it's New Yorkers will go their whole life in New York and never go to the Statue of Liberty. It's just part of that thing where you feel like if you're going to go do something adventurous, you need to actually go to a city you don't live in first. You want that I'm going somewhere else kind of feeling. So I understand how it happens, but it happens, yeah. Oh, Dan the Mountain Man is here. Hello, Dan. How are you doing, big guy? Hey, sorry for starting the live stream a little late this time. I really wanted to get Nestor's birthday video up and then preview it a little bit, make sure it was good before I started the live stream. So some of you may have already seen it. I know it's gotten a lot of views just in the first 10 minutes, man. It got tons of views. Hope that one does well. It's doing well so far. And guys, I don't know if y'all noticed, but we're only 13 subscribers away from hitting 500 now. Chris, about t-shirts. Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining us. Karen, thank you for posting that and letting everybody know I was here. Abandoned Adventurers, very true that that is the way. It is in Louisville. People have not gone to Derby and party and don't get to the chaos. That's true. Yeah. That's another thing about people that live in a touristy area, is that they just get frustrated with all the tourist traffic, and because of that, they get a resentment to it, and so they never participate in any of the stuff the tourists go to. It's just like, these tourists backing up our traffic lights and making extra 15 minutes for me to get home. Like people living in Bristol and never go to the Bristol Motor Speedway and enjoy race night, because every race night it takes them an extra 20 minutes to get home. All of the race traffic. So they get a resentment to it. Oh, well, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Yes, I thought I did pretty good. I definitely could do like a whole thing where I go back and watch a bunch of vlogs and I pull out clips of Nestor growing up and I put them into a collaboration. That would be a wonderful thing to do, but that would take hours and hours. And guys, I'm a little too busy for that kind of thing, to be honest with you. But I would like to do it. I really wish I could. Hear from Will and Don. Stream earlier. Okay, great. Thank you for coming in. And welcome to all the new subscribers. I'm really honored that I got so many shout-outs. Michael with Never Too Late, or NTL Vlogs, gave me a nice shout-out. And Will and Don. And when they did that whole trek through Gatlinburg, and then I met up with them just by chance, they did a nice shout-out for me and then added a link to the description. And that really shot the subscribership up. Lister's mate is just saw him come in. He's been suggesting for a long time that the best way to just honk my own horn. The best way to get new subscribers is to ally yourself with other local YouTubers. And so now I am, Lister, and you're right. It works. It works like a charm. We share subscribers with our fellow local YouTubers, and everybody benefits. I enjoy seeing you on everyone's videos this week. Yes, I remember the chili cook-off when Jacob the Carpetbagger and Adam the Woo came in. I got to see all the videos. It was like watching a story from different angles. I watched tons of videos about that one chili cook-off. Had so much fun. Lots of folks from Kentucky are here. Art Abandoned Adventures. My last video was live from behind the scenes of Churchill Downs. More to come from Millionaire Row. Okay, Karen, I've got to go back to your channel and see if I can watch some of that. That sounds interesting. I'm good. Hope you are too. Skits. That's right. Okay. Oh, Skits Underground. Okay. Skits, you got a nice logo thing going on there. Do you have a YouTube channel as well? I'm going to look. Where are you at? Is there a way for me to look and see if you've got a channel? Oh, goodness. Mo Bison's not letting me do that. When I was on the YouTube app, I could just hit somebody's screen name and I could go subscribe to their channel. Doesn't seem like I can do that here. I'll have to check you out whenever the live stream is over. Okay, guys, we are up to 11 people in here. I think that is enough to justify starting the weird snack taste test. Yeah, you need to find other YouTubers out of your niche as well. You need to connect with food vloggers, makeup gurus, people who make web series and in indie movies. You'll get lots of people. Okay. Well put. Alright, guys. We are going to start with a couple of candies. Alright. The first one, this was actually gifted to me from Miss Patty. On the comment section, she shows up as Patty Cookage, but this was a gift from her when I went to get my hair cut. And Miss Patty, for watching this, thank you again. Wonderful haircut. And she was like, "Hey, you can have this. I don't really want it, and it's something I think you might be able to use in your live stream. It's called strawberry champagne, and then right below that, it says made with fruit juice, non-GMO, and GMO stands for genetically modified organism. So there's nothing genetically modified in here. 100 calories for the per serving, and then it says gummy teddies up there. I guess gummy bears is probably trademarked, so this could only be called gummy teddies, and it is flavored strawberry champagne. Now, I actually don't drink champagne to really know what champagne is supposed to taste like. But I'm going to give this a shot anyway and see if it does at least taste like cherry. Strawberry. Alright. She said it's also kind of old too. She's had it sitting around for a while. She just didn't have the guts to eat them. Alright, first off, it definitely has that health store look, because while it is strawberry, there's not a bright red there. So you can tell they didn't use any food coloring at all. They just flavored it up, and whatever color it came out, that's what they left it, which I like. I commend food companies that forego the whole bright food coloring look. It's not necessary, in my opinion. Yes, the bug-flavored candies from Ripley's, believe it or not. I have some of those that I bought actually a few months ago. But the thing about it is, you see those at novelty places, the candy stores. You see them at some weird gas stations. Will have them by the register, and they're just so common. And it seems like such an easy thing to do. And I imagine there's been tons of other YouTubers that have done the whole cricket and mealworm thing to death. And so I'm actually hesitant to use them. That's the short answer on that. Just like I said whenever I found the vending machine, it just seems too easy. Okay, now, as far as this goes, I like the way this tastes. There is nothing at all funky about this. It does taste like strawberry, but it tastes like a strawberry fruit drink. So if that's what champagne is, then it is well done. Okay, so that's 2 thumbs up on the strawberry champagne gummy teddies. Alright, next one. Guys, I don't know if Skittles and M&M's, I don't think they're made by the same company. But Skittles seems to be following suit behind M&M's, making some novelty flavors. M&M's made the jalapeno, Mexican jalapeno M&M's that I absolutely loved. So I think this is Skittles' answer to that. This is called Sweet Heat. Right there, Sweet Heat. And you can see it's got this dark kind of hue. The rainbow is still there. Skittles must have a rainbow, but it's got a dark hue to the outside. So, we're going to find out. Oh, hello, Danielle. Danielle's here. Hello. Oh, no, you would know if there was champagne in it. Would pop right out there for you. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and see. I'd imagine seeing this as this is Skittles, it's probably not a whole lot of heat because kids eat Skittles. And they're typically not real tolerant to a lot of heat. Okay, as far as the coloring goes, we got some kind of pink and orange and yellow kind of coloring there. So it's not like all the colors of the rainbow like you would normally expect. Kind of some warm colors here. Okay, right underneath it, it says fruity, flavored with a spicy kick. All right. And just like it has on the label there, you can see that it's mostly orange, yellow, and that kind of coloring, light red, orange, yellow. Okay, and the heat is starting to kick in a little bit here, and it is just like I expected. It's a very mild heat. Not enough for you. I mean, it's enough to make it pleasant, but not enough that you want to drink something. You're just like, oh, I gotta drink something. Not like that. I'm gonna say this one's well done. I like this. It's a nice even heat too. Nice and even. It's not like got this surprise after kick. A lot of things with heat in it are like that, where you're just like, oh, this is fine. You're like, okay. Then like a few seconds later, just bam, whoa. Just don't do this. Do that. This is a nice even heat all the way from beginning to end. Okay. If ever your life you come across chocolate Skittles, don't do it. They are yucky. If I found chocolate Skittles, you know exactly what I would do. I'd buy them and try them. Woo! Okay, next thing is something else, pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is not a new thing, but we don't see a whole lot of Pop-Tarts with a pumpkin spice to them. Pumpkin is still so very seasonal. So let's find out. Does this Pop-Tart actually taste like it's got some good pumpkin in it? Oh, it crumbled a little bit there. Alright. Okay, I'm seeing the inside has got a little bit of orange to it. Okay. Definitely a pumpkin flavor there. And it doesn't taste like that really cheap, over-sweet pumpkin filling like you get in the turnover pies. It's actually a good pumpkin here. I bet this would be really good after you actually put it in a toaster. Okay. I'm not finding anything disgusting today. So far, all three of these have been, like, really good. Okay, where am I off to next? Okay, next I'm heading to somewhere called Terre Haute, Indiana. And if you can imagine where Indianapolis is, and everybody knows Indianapolis because of all the race car activity there, or NASCAR, about an hour north of Indianapolis, like way out in the country, in the middle of nowhere as far as Indiana is concerned, there's a little place called Terre Haute. And I'm doing a show called The Banks of the Wabash, and there is that's a river. The Wabash River runs through a beautiful little park in the middle of Terre Haute, Indiana, and it's got this nice big open field. And so they do live music. They bring in a ride company. They do the whole arts and crafts thing, and it goes for about 10 days. And the spaces are cheap, and they allow you to put your camper in right behind your tent. So this will be year number 5, I think, that I've done this one. All right, that's where I'm going to be. Okay. It gets weirder, guys. It gets weirder as we go. Here we go. All right. The next one is V8. Now, before I show you this, when I say V8, most of you are going to think tomato juice. Well, later on in the company's life, they started branching out and doing, if this is your big festival that Lowe is going, no, this isn't that one. That one's called the Three Rivers Festival in Indiana, and that one is in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That comes about a month after this one. So no, that one I think is in the middle of July. But yeah, that one's still coming up. I do 3 major festivals in Indiana. I do Banks of the Wabash, Covered Bridge, and Three Rivers. So, anyway, I think Terre Haute, Indiana is where the University of Nostradam is. I know there is a university in Terre Haute, but I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it's just called Indiana State University, I think. At any rate, where is the covered bridge? The covered bridge is actually in 3 different cities. That's why it's considered the biggest festival in Indiana, because it covers 3 different cities. It's huge. It's in Rockmart, Brazil, Bridgeton, and actually I think there's a 4th one too. But yeah, it's huge. But if you really want the best part, go to my part, Bridgeton. We have the most handmade craft stuff. If you want your cheap trinket kind of banana box dealers, you go to Bridgeton. Or yeah, you go to Rockmart, somewhere like that. Okay, back to V8. Okay, so V8 started doing fruit juices, and when you think getting adventurous with fruit juices, what were they were doing? I think Twist or Splash or Ocean something, Ocean Spray. Well, I found something today that I thought was very curious, but something tells me they've been doing this for a while. But I don't think I've ever tried it. They did on the shelf, not in a refrigerator, V8 smoothie. V8 smoothie in a jug. Okay, and you can just see from the coloring, this is banana strawberry, and it looks like there's a bunch of milk or cream or something added to it, because it's very milky looking too. And you see something like this that is all milky and fruity, and you're like, how does that not need to be refrigerated? I mean, I'm sure it has to be refrigerated after it's open, but it looks like coffee creamer where it needs to stay in the refrigerator. But no, this is just out on the shelf. It's a smoothie. You think, well, shouldn't I be getting my smoothies from Smoothie King or somewhere like that? No, we got it right here on the shelf. All right. So, and it's kind of viscous. You can kind of see how the bubble moves there. It's a little it's not like as viscous as like Pepto-Bismol or anything, or a real smoothie. But it's a little more viscous than fruit juice. Let's give it a shot. And no, I'm not going to use a cup, because my mama ain't here. It's a gimmick. Yeah, it's a gimmick. It definitely takes like something very chemically in there. You can taste the strawberry and the banana. You can taste the strawberry and the banana. But as far as this milky look and that smoothie part of it, it just tastes like they've added some other chemicals to it to make it a little bit more creamy. And they put a little bit more coloring in it. Yes, I know, Danielle's saying she thinks this is some good stuff. I do not approve. I'll probably finish this jug, but I doubt I'll buy it again. Alright, guys. We are not done yet. Inside of this little Mario Kart 7 lunchbox that I bought from a thrift store for $1, just for the collectability of something that says Mario Kart 7 on it. Inside of it, I have 2 things. That's just a piece of blue ice. One is, we are going to try another ginger soda. Hopefully this time it'll have the proper kick that I believe ginger sodas are supposed to have. And this one says spicy ginger on it, and then followed by craft soda. So let's see. Okay. It still doesn't like really kick enough that it takes your breath away, but it's as close as I've ever come. This one, I approve. One thumbs up, not 2 thumbs up. Still needs more ginger. Okay, and the last thing on the weird taste test, guys, is Sour Patch Kids ice cream. Now, the weird thing about this is that There's no brand on here. You would normally expect it to say Breyers or Mayfield or Bluebonnet or Haagen-Dazs or something, and it'll say Sour Patch Kids by Breyers. But no, this is just plain Sour Patch Kids. So, I don't know where it came from. I don't know if the same company that makes Sour Patch Kids one day just said, we're going to try our hand at making some ice cream. And they made this. I don't know. That might be the case. All right. You love Nashville, Indiana, too? Huh, okay. I didn't even know there was a Nashville, Indiana. I've always enjoyed Indiana. It doesn't seem to matter what part. Absolutely, that's my favorite state to work in. All right, so this is what it looks like from the top. And so I'm not seeing like little Sour Patch Kids stuck down in there. It looks like it really is what the label says. The ice cream itself is supposed to be flavored like Sour Patch Kids. So let's find out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's got the tart. It's got the sweet, it's got the tart. It does exactly what a label says it's going to do. It's ice cream flavored like Sour Patch Kids. Kind of good. I like it. Wow. I can't seem to stop eating this, guys. Somebody stop me. Woo! Woo! This is good! Oh, I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! Mmm! Oh, man. Woo! Okay. Wow. Okay, it doesn't surpass my favorite, which of course is birthday cake ice cream. But that's good. Wow. Alright, so out of everything I tried today, this is the only one that I didn't like. Did not care for this one at all. Ugh. I should have known when they tried to claim it was going to be a smoothie, but it's in a jug on a shelf that doesn't even need to be refrigerated. It wasn't going to add up. It ain't going to be no smoothie. Don't work that way, people. It don't work that way. Saying I'm acting like a little kid with my ice cream. Yes, I am. Who doesn't turn into a little kid when you put ice cream in front of them? Yes. Right, the brain freeze. Brain freeze thing. Alright, guys. What are we up to? 33 minutes. Okay. So, as far as next week goes, I don't really have much of a choice. I still have that commission artwork. There wasn't a deadline on it, but the person that is expecting it is getting a little impatient. So I do need to get that commission artwork done, and I'm going to take a good video time-lapse of it being done. So that is still coming. I'm hoping to get that worked on Monday or Tuesday. And then, of course, Monday, I'm going out with Yankee in the South to the Forbidden Caverns. So it's going to be 2 cave videos in 2 weeks. Hopefully that's not going to be too redundant for you guys. But it will have Yankee in the South in it. I know you guys like Yankee in the South. And some other good news. Monday is my parents' day off. So I've asked them, and it looks pretty positive. They are going to come along. So there's going to be a total of 5 of us. Will and Don, Mom and Dad, and me, crowding our way through the Forbidden Caverns. That happens tomorrow. And of course, I'll have the camera there. And hopefully by later that day, I'll have some video to show you guys. So we're going to do that. And then, of course, I'm going to try to get to the Goat Milk Stuff Farm early enough to try some of their menu items, because they have some fantastic menu items. If you can get to their deli before they close, and they close early, like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I want to get to the Goat Milk Stuff Farm in time to try some new menu items. And then we're going to be rolling into Terre Haute, Indiana. Now, a few things about Terre Haute, Indiana, some of my longtime subscribers will probably remember this. That is the park that has the long trail that's got mulberry trees growing on either side of the trail. And so I usually will get bags and bags of mulberries there. I'm thinking about making a jelly or a pie with it, so we'll probably get a cooking video out of that. And also, it is pretty close to Turkey Run State Park, which I absolutely love. The vistas and the cliffs and the ladder trail and the different things that you can do walking that park. So I hope to get to that park early enough in the day to go out and take some good video. And now, thank you, Danielle, I have a GoPro. So that GoPro is perfect for taking good trail videos. So I'll be able to take good shots and good trail videos, add a little bit of artistic music to it, try to do a little bit of the whole Yankee in the South thing where I find some good views and keep things edited to where it looks artistic and pleasant to watch. So we're going to do that with Turkey Run State Park. And some of you might remember this is also where the Square Donut Shop is. It's also right next to Bass, I believe it's Bass Glass Company, which is the same glass company that created the Coca-Cola bottle. So there's that. There's also a lot of history as far as there's a Holocaust museum there where there was a survivor from the Mendele twins experiment, Dr. Mendele down in South America, that was doing all of his experiments on twins. One of the survivors actually opened a Holocaust museum there in Terre Haute. So there's that we can go see. Tons of art galleries because we're right close to the Indiana State University. And what else? So we had the Square Donuts, Clabber Girl. Of course, that's where Clabber Girl started as well. So there is a museum dedicated to Clabber Girl as well as a restaurant. So we got lots of stuff, lots and lots of stuff to do in Terre Haute. As much as Terre Haute seems to be getting a bad name, I absolutely love Terre Haute. So there's tons of stuff to do there. So next week, while I'm working the Banks of the Wabash, because the Banks of the Wabash is one of those that the rides don't open until 5 in the afternoon. So if I can get myself out of bed early enough, there are things that I can go do vlogs about and show you guys that is going to be really cool, really interesting. So all that's coming up next week, guys. So we got stuff. There's lots of stuff coming up. So that's I can't seem to think of anything else. Where we at? We're at 38 minutes. Okay. My keen eye on your views. Hey, keep an eye on your views for Will and Don drawing video. You already have 46 views on it? Keep drawing on your vids and have a cut drawing for thumbnails. Fair enough. Jim has always been ragging me about putting more illustrations into my videos, and he is right. He is right. I need to do that more. And they will make things improve. People like to see that. I don't know if you will be close by in my my way up or home check out Birmingham Forest and the Giants. Birmingham Forest. Birmingham Forest. And the Giants. You're going to have to elaborate on that a little bit. I don't know what that... Is that like a petrified forest? And the Giants are that, is that a rock formation? Because if it is, that is something totally up my alley. I would absolutely love to do that. Oh, hello, Donrick. I'm sorry, big guy. I think you're coming in right at the end of the live stream. I was about to start saying goodbye. Oh, no notification. That might be because I put up Nestor's birthday video right before I started the vlog, the live stream. So YouTube probably didn't want to put up 2 notifications that close together. The Thomas Danbo Giants? Thomas Danbo. Danbo Giants. Now, if that's a sports team, that is definitely not my thing. I'm not into sports, like, not even a little bit. Have a good week, Ashley, and safe travels. Yes, thank you. Interstate 65 in Kentucky. Okay. Oh, carved giant figures. Oh, that is definitely something I would... Okay, like trolls. Oh, okay, okay. I've got to, okay, let me make a note of this. Where's me? I gotta get something to write on. Here we go. I'm going back in the, okay, nobody typed anything for a second. Let's see. Where was it? Oh, here we go. Thomas Danbo. Okay. Giants. Got it. Thomas Jambo Giants. Alright, I'm going to look into that. Because I'm definitely going to Kentucky for the Casey County Apple Festival. And I might be passing through that area at some point too. So if I can work it in, I will definitely try to work it in. Because that sounds really cool. Giant trolls, like giant stone trolls? Oh, heck yeah, man. Sign me up. I'd go to that. Sounds like something Jacob the Carpetbagger would totally do, too. It'd be nice if I actually found something before Jacob the Carpetbagger found it. Get first dibs on something. Wow. Awesome. Man, I love ginger beer. Woo! Oh, I meant to ask you, are you going to have a cell signal when you come to Galax this year during the Fiddlers Convention? I know you didn't last year. It doesn't look like I will. Probably not. That is, unless I can work out some kind of like booster, like a Wii Boost, in the next few weeks. If I can get something worked out, because those things are like $500. And I just haven't had that much money to just spare for something like that. But I've heard good things about things like the Wii Boost, that if you get it pointed in the right direction, even in somewhere like Galax, you can still get a signal using that. So, might be able to. The Thomas Dambo trolls are huge. Okay. I'm going to have to look it up now. Thomas Dambo trolls. Huh. Yes. Now I want to start looking it up. I can't though, because then I'd have to exit out of the live stream app to get on Google. Hello, Crisco. Big guy. Hey, how's it going? The card from wood. Okay. We're talking about the Thomas Dambo trolls right now. Karen lives in Kentucky, and she was just telling me that if I'm cutting through Kentucky, there's a place off of 65 that has this really neat giant trolls that I should stop and see. And everybody seems to agree. A lot of people seem to have already seen this. I don't know how I haven't heard of them, but they're this well known. Oh, that would be great. That would be great, Anthony, if you had a way for me to get some cell signal. That'd be awesome. I like to have it if I to be able to run credit cards, but like out there in Galax, I could barely run any credit cards. What I ended up doing when I was in Galax was actually driving all the way out to Hillsville every couple of days just to upload vlogs, because that was the only place I could get any kind of 4G. Even if I could go to the Walmart and use their Wi-Fi, but it was slow for uploads, like really, really slow. Cynthia is right there. Right. They are in Tennessee too. Oh, so there's some Thomas Dambo trolls in Tennessee as well. Is this like something where he's got them in different places? That'd be interesting to see. All right. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Looking forward to seeing the videos Art Abandoned. Okay. I am there for you, Chris. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't even work. Alright. Man. Galax, I still feel like it's because there's mountains jutting up on either side of Galax. That unless they put a cell tower right in the city limits, there's just no way there's ever going to be good coverage there. That is, unless you go with Verizon. I think Verizon has a pretty good foothold in Galax, Virginia. Galax, Galax itself kind of resists technological changes anyway, because it's got a very old world feel to it. I mean, that's what the fiddlers, they have the old-timey fiddlers there. They kind of have that mindset. They resist a lot of advances in the newfangled technology stuff. Oh, well, thank you. Yes. When I showed it to them, they were like, at first they were a little shocked looking at their own faces. And then they noticed where I'd put, this is an awesome t-shirt, right? Right. That's the way they do everything, though. It seems like, anytime they do a restaurant review or something like that, Will is always like, oh, we're going to go into such and such place and see if their Cuban sandwich is really as good as they say. Right? Right. And, yeah, so I had to put that on there. Of course, I left the background white so it wouldn't take all that much work to just crop the voice captions that I put on there. Just crop those right out, and they can use it for anything that they want. So I hope they end up using it for something good. Some kind of promotional material or something. Oh, with Sprint. Okay. So Sprint's the one that's got a foothold in the Galax. Okay, that's good. Awesome. Love the detail. Yes, thank you. Made sure and put Don's famous floppy hat in there. Yeah. I hear you, Anthony. Small-mindedness is it gets a little frustrating. I know what you're talking about. Well, thank you, Dan the Mountain Man. Yeah. And I actually still plan on doing a picture of Don being attacked by a chicken. And I've kind of toyed with the idea, do I make it a normal-sized chicken, or do I make it like a chicken monster? or something like that. But I think I'm going to make it a normal-sized chicken where he just looks very angry and he's saying something like, "Why'd you feed the other chicken and not me?" Or, "That one's getting more than me," or something. Or I'll have to watch the vlog, really, where Don was attacked by the chicken to get a good feel of what I want to do something with Don getting attacked by that chicken. My goodness, Anthony, I told you to use those superpowers only for good. You know what happens every time you say the word pie, right? Somewhere in the world, somebody gets hit with a pie. Danielle, you're going to have to get over your fear of birds. They're just birds. There's nothing a whole lot more, what's the word for it? Mundane, innocuous than birds. They can peck you. Nobody's ever hurt by a bird. Nobody gets killed by a bird. If you want to fear something, fear mosquitoes. Mosquitoes kill thousands of people every year. It's winged terrors. Oh my goodness. I've had parrots that I got very attached to in my past. So, yeah. You know, I wanted to do Parrot Mountain. I've wanted to do that. That one. If you're talking about the one that's out here in I think it's in, where is it? I know I saw the brochure for it. It's close to Pigeon Forge. It's like a side street off of Pigeon Forge. There's something called Parrot Mountain. And they've got some really nice parrots that you could just you go into the big cage and they climb on you and stuff. It's really cool. Is that what it was? Is that what it was, Danielle? Did you watch the birds and you were traumatized by watching the birds? If so, don't ever watch Jaws, because then you won't be able to go in the water. Won't even be able to go in a pool. Oh, Pigeon Forge near Tanger. Okay. So I was right. Pigeon Forge. All right. Yeah, Cynthia. See? There's other people, too, that love birds. You watched the birds, and that's what scared you off from... It's a movie. It's not real. Sally Shark. Watched the birds, and the birds scared you. There was, even before that movie was made, there was a phobia of birds. That's what Hitchcock was trying to capitalize on. I was like, anytime there's a horror movie like that, done a niche horror movie, it's because there was a fear that already existed. Like arachnophobia was people were afraid of spiders before that movie was made. There was a fear of sharks before Jaws was made. They just took it and capitalized on it, made it worse. Is what they did. As a kid, it's so real, and the way the Walmart birds. Walmart birds. What are Walmart birds? If you guys remember, I did the bird feeding at a fair a few months ago, where they had little budgie birds inside this enclosure, and you get some bird seed on a stick, and then they start climbing up your arm, getting the bird seed off the stick, and then they after a while, if they get braver, they start climbing on your shoulders and on your head and everything. And Danielle said that she was freaking out when she was watching that video, because they started pinching me right here. They were finding little hairs and stuff that they were like, "Oh, I want to see what that tastes like." I thought it was fun. Irrational fear of bowling alleys? Beware the Blob. Oh my goodness, I still have not watched Beware the Blob. I've got it on VHS. and I swore I would do a movie review on it. I know Danielle's going to say something about that. I will do that movie review, I promise. I was wanting to go see Detective Pikachu, like tonight, but it's going to have to be maybe tomorrow night. I want to see Detective Pikachu, just because I've never watched any other Pokemon stuff. Like, I've seen like little bits of episodes here and there, but never got into Pokemon. So it's kind of be an experiment to see if somebody that has never been into Pokemon, can they still enjoy Detective Pikachu. We'll see. We already found out if somebody that has never watched any of the MCU movies can still enjoy Endgame, and that turns out to be the case. Danielle knows about that. Yes, I know, I'm a slacker. Alright guys, we are up to 55 minutes, and we just seem to be rambling at this point. I think this would be a good place to go ahead and end. Again, to all of the people that came in and joined because of NTL and Yankee in the South, thank you so very much, and onward and upward, guys. Only 13 away from 500, and then hopefully things will start rolling. The more you have, the faster things start rolling, and before we know it, we'll be up to that 1,000 mark, and I'll be able to start doing this live streaming on the YouTube app itself again. And hopefully at some point I'll be able to monetize and get money coming in from the YouTube channel, be able to combine that with the caricature money, and maybe at that point I'll be able to start doing more conventions, guys. I want to be able to do Con Nuga and Anime Week in Atlanta and MomoCon and DragonCon and all these conventions that I can't do anymore because I started doing the characters full time. I want to go back and start getting back into the conventions again. That was back when I was a construction worker and I had my weekends off. That was a highlight of my life, to be able to do conventions like that. I absolutely loved it, and I want to start doing them again. Yes. So, the more we get, the faster I'll be able to get back to that point. And, I'm enjoying making videos for you guys. I'm happy that you guys are on board and coming along the travels with me. Just keep me in your prayers, because it is dangerous out here, and hopefully we'll just keep getting better, and onward and upward, as they say. Thank you all so very much. I'm gonna call it a night, and I will be uploading a lot more videos over this next week, guys. We got traveling to Indiana and all the stuff along the way, and then tons of stuff once we get there. So, onward and upward. I think that's the theme of the night. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.